What's up, y'all? It's your boy J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment, and we're about to get into this week's boxing talk. August 19th, it's the big unification showdown between two undefeated 140-pound champions, Terence "Bud" Crawford versus Julius Indongo. Now, this is a highly anticipated matchup between two very good fighters that are at the top of the 140-pound division. Terence "Bud" Crawford is one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in boxing today. He is a two-division world champion looking to make history in the 140-pound weight class in unifying all four world titles. This is something that hasn't been done since, I believe, Bernard Hopkins, when he held all four world titles at 160 pounds in the middleweight division. And there hasn't been an undisputed champion since then. And it also hasn't been a unified champion, king of the division of the junior welterweights, since Constance Sue met Zab Judah in that big unification match where Constance Sue knocked out Judah in the second round. Julius Indongo is somewhat unknown. This guy is a very tall, rangy fighter with good reach, very good boxing skills. We saw him come off of two back-to-back big upset wins when he first went to Russia to take on the champion that was undefeated, a very hard-hitting puncher in Troy Nanosky. This was a very quick fight that Indongo went in there in just 48 seconds and obliterated the champion to capture his first world title. This put him on the map. People didn't know who Indongo was. Then he traveled to Scotland to take on three-division world champion Ricky Burns for the biggest name on his resume. This man put on a beautiful boxing display against Ricky Burns, shocking a lot of people because we knew that he was a puncher, but we didn't know how good of a boxer he really was until he showed those boxing skills against Ricky Burns. Now he steps into the ring and he goes on to another level, the top level of the division. The king of the division, Terence Crawford, is one of the best in boxing. This man has great hand speed. He has good punching power. He's a smart fighter that can mix it up. He can go toe-to-toe or he could box. He switches from southpaw to orthodox. I mean, Terence Crawford does it all. He's very liked in boxing. A lot of people feel that he's the next up-and-coming pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. Once Andre Ward steps down as the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world, he might retire sooner than later. And we'll see who's the next in line. A lot of people think Lomachenko. A lot of people think the winner between Canelo Alvarez and Triple G will become pound for pound, but there's a lot of good fighters out there, and Terence Crawford is top 3 in my list as pound for pound best fighter in the world. Now, Julius Indongo, this guy is a southpaw. Like I said, he could box real good. He could mix it up. He could definitely punch, and it's going to be a dangerous fight for Terence Crawford. A lot of people think Crawford is going to walk right through this guy, but look at the two guys that Indongo has fought. These guys underestimated him, and they paid the price dearly. He showed that he could definitely bang you out, and he definitely showed that he could actually outbox you. So, will it be a tough task for Terence Crawford? I believe so. I believe that Indongo has a shot in this fight, but I'm going with Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford has what it takes to win this fight and become victorious in this fight. Would he look spectacular? We saw in his other fight against Victor Postol, which a lot of people feel that Victor Postol is way better than Julius Indongo. Victor Postol came off a big win over Lucas Matisse. He was holding the WBC title with a very good trainer in Freddie Roach. He was undefeated, and many people thought that that was going to be the toughest task for Terence Crawford. But Crawford went in there in a very boring fight. It wasn't a great, thrilling fight. We've seen, Terence Crawford in some very good fights, some very exciting fights, but it looked a little bit like a Floyd Mayweather fight. It was a dominance performance by Terence Crawford. He outboxed this man, he outworked this man, and he won the unanimous decision against Victor Postol. Now, that fight turned out to be a bit of a stinker. It bombed on pay-per-view. This fight right here is going to be on ESPN. It's a broader scale for boxing fans, a bigger audience. HBO has always been the premier boxing channel for boxing fans. But now, top ranked Bob Arum has moved a lot of his top stable fighters to ESPN. We see Manny Pacquiao fight on the network. We saw Vasyl Lomachenko also fight on the network. And now we're going to have Terence Crawford, another big star on the network. And this is a great, great give back to all the fans, because a lot of people are going to be able to see this fight without subscribing to HBO, because they can see it on all the different mobile devices and also on a basic cable network, which is a beautiful thing. You know, like I said, this is a very good fight. I'm leaning towards Terence Crawford. I believe Julius Indongo is going to make this a very good fight, because we don't know what to expect. Can he hurt Terence Crawford? We've seen Crawford hurt against the likes of Gamboa. Can he outbox Terence Crawford? Most likely not. But Terence Crawford is going to be able to try to get into that long range and try to mix it up, go to the body to show his versatility, because he's one of the best fighters. And I believe that he will win a 12th round decision. Will he knock him out? That will be a spectacular punctuation to making history and unifying all of these title belts and becoming the undefeated, undisputed junior welterweight king, and perhaps the last stop in his career at 140 pounds before moving up to 147, because Bob Arum has already promised newly crowned WBO welterweight champion Jeff Horn, who beat Manny Pacquiao in an upset controversial victory, to be Terence Crawford's next fight at the end of the year. But Manny Pacquiao, the rumor is that he is willing to take the rematch and not retire and go for a second round with Jeff Horn in Australia. So we have to wait and see how that plays out. If that fight is really going to happen, then what happens to Terence Crawford? What else is out there? You got guys like Omar Figueroa, who's coming off a big win, knocking out Robert the Ghost Guerrero at welterweight, that he wants to move back down for a title shot. If Terence Crawford has all the belts, then that's a very good matchup that I believe could be made. You know, Al Heyman and Bob Arum don't really work too well with each other, but that's a fight that is very interesting for boxing fans. We also have guys in the lightweight division like Mikey Garcia, who fought and put on a dominant performance against Adrian Broner in the 140-pound weight division. So, you know, that's a fight that's definitely possible, and Mikey Garcia says that he would love to fight Terence Crawford. Let's see if Bob Arum is willing to deal with Mikey Garcia after he left him. There might be some salty wounds there, but let's hope these big fights can be made, because these are great fights. It's been an awesome year for boxing fans. So I look forward to this fight taking place August 19th on ESPN. That's my fight prediction and my fight analysis on this fight that's coming up. I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in to this boxing YouTube channel, J. Calderon Boxing Talk. Please hit that little red subscribe button. Put your email information in so you get all my notifications once I drop a new video. Also, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter, and join the Facebook boxing group page. All J. Calderon Boxing Talk. I'm J. Calderon, Stand Clear Entertainment. Thanks for your support. Keep watching, and please subscribe.